This story comes to us from GoErie.com out of Erie, Pennsylvania. So we've heard when people call the police that we've heard people say, "Oh, he lied to the cops, man. Called 911 and told a lie." You mean people lie to the cops? Well, let's find out. An Erie News Now anchor and producer reported to police in April that she'd become the target of a stalker. It started with text messages and led to phone calls and voicemails. A handwritten note slid under her apartment door and flowers sent to her at the office by this so-called stalker. Well, guess what? Pennsylvania State Police say it was all fabricated. And now multimedia journalist Haley Potter of Harbor Creek Township faces felony and other criminal charges as a result of her fabrication. Now, Haley Potter was arraigned before Magisterial District Judge Lisa Farrick on charges that include 2 felony counts of forgery and criminal use of a communication facility, and misdemeanor charges of access device fraud, theft by unlawful taking, receiving stolen property, identity theft, false swearing to mislead a public servant, that's the cops, unsworn falsification to authorities, false reports to law enforcement implicating another person, false reports to law enforcement reporting an event that did not occur, falsifying, tampering with physical evidence, and disorderly conduct, and she gets a partridge in a pear tree. My God, all the charges. But I love the one charge that she's got. False reports to law enforcement implicating another person. We see that almost every week on these videos on YouTube with these First Amendment auditors, where somebody will call and make up something and, yeah, he's all over my property, and they've been on the sidewalk the whole time. False report implicating another person. Isn't that what that is? No. The cops ain't gonna do nothing to... No, this guy's filming you. I know he's irritating the hell out of you. He's an a-hole, so we're not gonna do anything to you. Don't worry. You call and lie all the time. We'll come out and take care of it. But a preliminary hearing has been set for July 28th for Haley Potter. Boy, am I going to get criticisms now. I always say that. Haley Potter, that's so you guys will comment. Haley Potter, according to a police report in the affidavit of probable cause, filed a complaint with state police on April 3rd, claiming that since late February, she's been stalked. Now, according to the affidavit, the messages became sexual in nature and of a harassing, stalking nature when the person knew about the defendant's actions and whereabouts at all times, day and night. In late March, Potter reported that upon returning to her apartment after a week away, she found a note under her door that read, "Welcome home, Haley." She allegedly told police that the person responsible for the messages must have gained entry into her apartment complex. According to the affidavit, the person responsible for the messages did gain entry into her apartment in the complex because it was her. Potter also told police the alleged stalker had hacked her social media accounts and used them to send sexually explicit messages to her boyfriend. Maybe she's trying to make him jealous. I don't know. In mid-June, Potter received flowers with an anonymous note that was similar in nature to the text messages she had reported receiving from her alleged stalker. Her debit card was used to book a hotel room in Erie in late June, but the room was left unclaimed. And then it goes down. It's pretty lengthy. It's really lengthy. I was looking for the end of it, though. But her attorney says there's another side to the story. Uh-oh. The plot thickens. Investigating Officer Trooper Ronald Godek wrote in his incident report, after extensive investigation by PSP Erie, it was revealed Potter had been responsible for all of the messages and stalker activity she reported having been the victim of. And I'm going to stop there. You can click the link below. You can read the whole thing. I left out a big chunk of it just because it's pretty lengthy. The gist of it is, here she is saying, I'm being stalked. Look, left a note, used my credit card to get a room at the hotel, sending messages to my boyfriend. What the hell's going on? And then they find out it could be her. Now, remember I told a story like that once, which is a true story, when I was in the Army, where this girl had, was in there drinking some beer. They were drinking beer, listening to music, watching videos, and with two other soldiers, two guys. And in the middle of the night, she came out in the hallway screaming she'd been raped. I've been raped, oh my God. And when they investigated it, they found that she had, I don't know how many, I was going to say 3 or 4, but she had multiple other incidents where she was a victim of rape, but nobody was ever convicted or charged, and they were like, this is odd. And then after they had her speak with a psychiatrist, she admitted, and it came out that no, they never raped her. She was one of those attention seekers. Everybody, oh, you poor thing. Oh my God, it's okay. We're going to get these guys, you poor thing. That she was an attention seeker. So she went around claiming she had been raped when she'd never been touched. And that she got attention from it. She got the pat on the back and the hugs and the... You know what I mean? So that's kind of like this one here. She's claiming to be a victim of stalking, and the guy's sending her messages and sending her flowers, and it could be that she's doing it all herself, to herself.